If you are a service provider who gets clients from Instagram, you need to be utilizing your Instagram stories because this is a gold mine and no one is speaking about the specific strategy to use in Instagram stories themselves to actually get you clients, because you can get so many clients from this, and this is honestly the best place you should be looking for your next client. So I'm going to walk you through a strategy to actually take you from being a little bit confused with your Instagram stories and with how you really want to be approaching this to actually signing clients from your Instagram stories alone, just from this one area. So we're going to go through the full strategy for this and how you should actually be approaching this. So first off, this should always be the first place you look when you are looking to sign new clients, when you're looking to get people into any program, because this is where your warmest leads are hanging out. People are hanging out here who are pretty much ready to buy from you right now. This is the number one place to look for them. And in this space, often we will try and think about how can we get people's attention? How can we get people to actually, want to engage, to become a warm lead? But we don't realize that in your Instagram stories specifically, people already are warm leads. They are already hooked. They are already paying attention. We are really just looking to give them that extra piece now. They're looking for what more can they have from us? What more can they learn? Okay, we loved the post. We love all the other content which you're putting out. Now we're watching the stories. So we want that kind of next level there, aka they are really ready to buy. So they've already identified themselves as an ideal client. And your Instagram stories is then the space you want to be looking to actually convert these people. So this is really, really focused on conversions here. So this is what we should be prioritizing. Okay, so again, your future ideal clients are really watching your Instagram stories right now. I guarantee you there's someone watching your stories right now who's going to become a client in the next 6 months. This always happens. I can see this for myself. I can see the pattern playing out. The person who becomes my client, I can see, oh, you've been watching my Instagram stories for a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever that is. And we can really see that pattern then of the people who are the most engaged, aka watching your Instagram stories, they are the people who are going to be your future clients. So what you really want to do firstly is shift your prioritization of how you're approaching this area of your business and speak to them specifically. Don't speak to cold leads in your Instagram stories. Don't try and introduce yourself for the very first time. Don't try and speak as if people don't know who you are, as if they don't already know, like, and trust you, because they do. They're there for a specific reason. They're there because they liked all the other content and they're wanting more. They're wanting more of that solution you can offer. So really, we want to be utilizing this space from that perspective and really just focus on speaking to those people. First off, your Instagram stories, the first thing you want to do to actually sign clients from them is realize that the people who are viewing your stories is literally just a list of who you want to be engaging and prioritizing building relationships with. This does not necessarily look like that 15-minute engagement strategy which people talk about of go to someone's profile, like 3 posts, comment on 2 things, etc. That is not what I'm talking about here, but really those are the people we want to be building relationships with. And a really great way to do this is just by posting engaging content, just things that they can connect with. We don't need to do this weird spammy, go onto their page, comment on things, and hope they connect with us from there. They already like us. They're there for a specific reason, as we've said. So what you can do is really look at your Instagram stories of, okay, how can I deepen this relationship with them? How can I just build more of a connection? So one really, really random example here, just posting about a takeout, posting about pizza specifically, that I consistently get takeout. My audience knows this about me. I'm pretty much able to take out every day. So this is just a really great connection piece here of not only can people slide the slider, as they obviously did, as you can see, they can also respond about what their favorite takeout is. It just opens up a lot of conversation and connection and just really builds a relationship where they know me for something. Even if it's not business related, it's just really building a connection. So that would be my first big tip there for actually signing clients from your Instagram stories specifically, is actually building that connection and utilizing that space to just further that connection past the business as well. Secondly, the next thing you want to be doing is making sure you are selling your offers. Now, I cannot stress this enough. I see this so much with people where they end up building almost a fan base instead of a client base because they are doing this first part really, really well. They're connecting with people, it's going great, they have loads of business friends, but then no one's signing up for their programs and they're not really sure why. And this is really the big piece here. Because someone, as we've said, they're a warm lead, they're watching your Instagram stories, they know that they really like your content, it's really helping them with what you help people with, really starting to solve their problem in a really small way, and they're looking for more. That's why they're watching the stories. So it's just a natural step for you to give them that more. Actually let them know how they can work with you, what this looks like. And I will use this as a space to very directly sell my offers. This type of content, for example, I would not post this on just the feed. I would not just lean in with this and just focus on this. I would have much more value pieces, much more educational, much more inspirational. I'm sharing different types of content there because I'm trying to get people to become warm leads on my posts and in my feed, versus the stories, they're already warm leads. So we can really focus on actually selling our offers and actually sharing just the full extent of it. So this is how I want you to approach your Instagram stories. Just fully sell there, and really remember that they are already, every single person who's watching your Instagram stories, they are already considering buying from you to some extent, whether that's it was one thought that crossed their mind at some time, or whether it's they've been, looking and stalking your sales page and considering buying that program, working out the payment plans, and you don't even know it. Every single person who is watching your Instagram stories has at least thought about buying from you at some point. I pretty much guarantee it. So you want to make sure that they firstly know exactly what you are selling, and then they secondly know exactly how it will help them. Just make sure that every single person knows what you're selling, because it is the most annoying and worst thing ever where you get to a stage where you just have this fan base almost who aren't buying from you because they don't know what you offer, or they don't know how it can help them, and it hasn't been positioned as that just perfect next step for them yet. So the third thing you really want to be doing, we'll get rid of that line there. The third thing you really want to be doing is actually using this space a little bit more creatively as well. So this is always the first place that I will go to promote any low ticket offer or any sale which I'm doing in particular. And this is just really, really helpful to utilize this space for this, knowing that, again, those people know, like, and trust you. They are ready to buy from you. So this is the place to be trying out those mini offers. It's the place to be a bit more creative. It's the place to hold a flash sale. And those people, they are really often just looking for the right thing to buy. There's a lot of people who are watching your stories right now who, even if they've looked at your main high ticket program, for example, and they've realized, okay, I'm not ready for this quite yet. I'm not 100% yes on this right now. I'm getting there, but I'm not 100% ready yet. If you can come in and say, okay, I have a one-to-one single session available. It's €100, and I'm just going to be offering this for the next week. That could be the perfect next step for them to actually firstly trip the wire and actually make a purchase with you and get into your world, get into your space to have those conversations about working together further. But also it can just be a really, really great way to have sales and actually lead them in the most successful way possible, because you are much, much more likely to get people purchasing from your stories than those posts specifically. So if you're really looking at it from that strategy perspective of all of your posts and your feed content is really focused on getting people towards the stories, getting people to be enough of a warm lead that they want to consume all of your content and watch all of your stories. And then the stories is the place where we go in and promote. We are really selling. We are really making sure that they know what we have available, what we have to offer there. So we really want to take advantage of this and really make sure that we are being creative here, trying out different things. That small idea which you have of what if I put this course on sale, or what if I sold the replay of this training I did for my clients, etc. This is a great place to just be really creative with flash sales, not need a lot of preparation behind them, and you can just throw something up over the weekend and just see how that does. So what I really want you to take from this, if you take anything, is this is where your next client is hanging out. Instagram stories is the place. They are there right now. Your very next client is hanging out in your Instagram stories right now. So make sure you are utilizing that space effectively, not just throwing up any random content, but really going back to those tips which we've gone through of making sure it's connecting with them, you are selling your offers, and you're also just giving them a chance to jump into different things, flash sales, low ticket offers, small one-to-one sessions, whatever it is. Really make sure you are nurturing these people here and using stories to maximize the attention that they already are paying to you, because they're already paying a lot of attention to you. They're already a warm lead. They're already thinking about buying. All your job is here is to maximize the amount they're seeing you, so consistently showing up, and to make sure that they are actually filling in those final gaps before they actually make a purchase, and at the end of the day, convert them into your offers. So remember, again, you're not speaking to a cold lead here. Do not speak to your cold leads. Do not try and do your Instagram stories for your cold leads. You're speaking to warm leads. You're speaking to the person who is almost ready to buy. And with this in mind as well, one final point I want to add is there's no such thing as really too many kind of story slides here. I know a lot of people will think, oh, I don't want to post on my stories because I already posted this morning. It'll annoy people. Again, if this was a cold lead, that could absolutely be true. But we're speaking to a warm lead here. We're speaking to someone who cannot get enough of what you are doing. We're speaking to someone who is a massive fan of what you're doing. They are someone who is thinking about working with you. You're on their vision board. Really make sure you're treating it this way. And the more you're showing up, the more you're posting, it's just getting them more invested. It's getting them more ready to buy. It's getting them more certain that you are the mentor they want to hire. You are the person that they want to hire to do their copy, whatever that is. So really make sure you are just fully utilizing this space. Fully lean in, fully connect with your audience here, and actually just take the opportunity to sell and actually get some conversions here. And that is the secret, really, to getting clients on your Instagram stories. So I hope that has been helpful. Drop in the comments which tip you are going to be applying from today, and make sure you check back tomorrow for another video.